Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is syyyd.xo. If you are new, you might as well subscribe and stay. As you can tell by the title, you already know what we're finna get into today. Had to put the jacket on to represent because it's only right. So we're finna be talking about what to expect when coming to PV. I would say HBCU, but I can really only talk about PV because that's the only HBCU I really know. I know everybody has a different culture, but I only know about mine and what we do at my illustrious HBCU. I really wanted to make this video because I know as a freshman myself, when I was a freshman or incoming freshman, or you know, I really was just wanting to know what the school was like, what I was getting myself into, and I didn't really find a lot of videos. Every time I did, I just looked at every single one of them. So I was just like, let me make a video for the people who want to know whether you're gonna be a transfer student, first coming to PV as a freshman, or anything at all. This is a video for you. And I feel like this is like the perfect time to make this video, especially because we're in May, so a lot of people already know if they got accepted or not. So this is something to definitely look into since it's only 3 months away. And I feel like this is the perfect video for me to make right now since, you know, I'm a junior now, so I'm like a seasoned Panther, you know what I mean? I've been in here for a while. I kind of got the move, the groove, know what's up. So I want to take my advice and give them to y'all. So let's get straight into it. I went back to my freshman year and some questions that I wanted to know, some things that will be helpful for people coming in. I got some videos, I got some questions here, and I'm just gonna read them off to you. Some advice, you know, some little things and some tips and tricks. So boom, number one, how is housing? Okay, so let me talk about housing as a freshman. Housing as a freshman, it's cool. You know, it's not too bad. I honestly think for freshmen, it's called University College, where we stay, the UC dorms. It's definitely a lot better than what other colleges have. One thing about PV in our freshman dorms is that we actually have a bathroom in our room. So what it looks like is, once you walk in, it's it's small, y'all. Don't expect too much. It is small. So you come in and it's just like a little room. The bathroom is in the middle, and then a room on the other side. So you guys are kind of separated. A lot of other dorms, so I've seen and heard that they have a communal bathroom, you know, like a community bathroom type stuff. And PV don't do that. We don't got that nowhere. Well, we don't have that in our housing. So yeah, that's one thing I can say is a plus for PV. We're not looking right at our roommates. So I know other other colleges or whatever, they have where it's a bed and a bed, like y'all are in the same space, you know, and you have to look up and wake up and look at each other. No, PV's not like that. We literally have a wall and a bathroom between us, which is great. So you don't have to wake up and just stare at your partner. You literally have your own little space. One thing I would say about housing is something that I did not know, which I'm going to tell y'all. There is the square. I'm not sure if freshmen can stay in there now, but if they can, look into it. There's the UC and there's the square. There's University College and the square. Freshmen could stay at both, but you have to apply to one of them. I did not know that I could stay at the square until way later on. The square is basically just better housing compared to University College. But if you want my advice for real, I'd say still stay at the UC because it builds character. Yes, when you're in it at the moment, you're not gonna love it. It's not gonna feel like the best thing ever, but it builds character, okay? The square kids don't really reap the benefits of the UC kids. We just have more fun, okay? It's like a little town. We just have more fun. So the square or the UC, pick the UC. Thank you. It's not, the square is nicer, but do you really want the true PV's experience or what? Thank you. Okay, so another question I wrote down was how are the staff at school? So like the RAs, which is the people that stay in your dorms, that live in your dorms for kind of like, I wouldn't say staff, I don't know what to call it. It's resident assistants, I think that's what it's, the RAs or CAs, whatever it's called for housing. Honestly, yes, you guys are gonna have one. If you think that you guys are gonna come and stay in the UC or stay on campus and not be supervised at all, it's a lie. You are. I don't know, mine was a lot different. I came in in 2020, so that's COVID year, so we had a lot of rules and restrictions, and I'm gonna keep bringing that up because it's definitely like it matters to how my experience was compared to other people who didn't come in during COVID year. So how are the RAs? Honestly, they're cool. Sometimes you have cool ones, sometimes you have very, very strict ones that take their job a little too serious. I didn't have that, so lucky me. Hopefully y'all don't have a RA or CA that takes their job extremely too serious. They're really just there just to make sure you follow the rules and the guidelines that's on your lease, as well as sometimes they do room checks. So you don't know, they're usually not all often. They're not often, they're just here and there. Sometimes they just look just to make sure you don't have things or like crazy fire hazards or stuff like that. Just, you know, make sure your room clean and stuff like that. Make sure you're following your lease and you're good. Oh, for me, I didn't have visitation, so they kind of made sure that nobody was bringing people in, you know, in and out, stuff like that. We actually didn't have visitations with females as well, which was crazy. Other people probably did prior and after me. Prior and after me. So yeah. So let's get into the real tea. Parties at PV. The parties at PV. The parties, yeah. What I did, when I thought of college parties, I don't know what I thought of, but I didn't think of the parties that I would be going to now. So PV parties are not like other parties or HBCU parties. So PV parties are like, PV parties are on the field. If you've ever been to a field party, if you haven't been to a field party, if you go to PV, you're going to go to a field party because PV has field parties. Therefore, it will be in the middle of nowhere, dirt, grass. When it's raining, it will be muggy. So if it ever rains that day, PV will not stop the parties unless it's lightning and raining during party time. PV will not stop the party. So bring your cowboy boots, bring your rain boots, bring whatever, because we still gonna get on and popping. People say PV is a party school. Yeah, it is. You know what I mean? PV has, I will say, oh my gosh, PV has some great parties. We have so much fun. Of course, I will say, which I hope a lot of people are smart enough to make the right friends and go with the right people. Some people learn from their mistakes. Hopefully, a lot of y'all will not have to learn from your mistakes, but go with the right people. Luckily, I was blessed enough to find all the right people to go to parties with, and it was amazing. So PV parties are fun. They're what to expect. They're on the field. You will get, you know, sometimes they sell pre-sales, which are $10. You will have to pay to get in, which is $20. There will be a kickback almost every week. For what? For no reason. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about parties, but for on the field, have party shoes. Definitely have party shoes. Therefore, you need to bring that 1, 2, 3, however many pairs of shoes to bring where you don't care about getting dirty, because your shoes will get dirty. It's not like a regular party where people are just gonna step on them. No, it's in mud, dirt, grass. Bring some party shoes, some regular shoes that you don't care about getting dirty, like some Converse where you're just gonna slip on. My thing is, when I think about getting dressed to go to a party, like, the fit, cool. The shoes, they matter, but they don't really matter. Like, when I look at people, I'm not looking at their shoes. Like, it's in the dark. There's barely gonna be lights. It's under a tent most of the time. Under the tent, you're barely gonna see people's shoes. Wear whatever shoes you want. It don't matter. If you wanna, don't come trying to wear your Balenciagas. But hey, if you want to, you want to. You know what I mean? And that's up to you. But I'm just saying, like, it don't matter as much as you think it does. You know, like, people don't really pay attention to shoes. People do pay, you know. Bring party shoes, okay? Unless you want to be scrubbing your good shoes, okay? Don't do it. Just don't do it. You will be peeing outside. You will. There will be porta potties. If you get up there, you will have to pee on the side of the porta potty. Yeah, PV parties are just gonna be like a time to remember. You know, you're never gonna forget them. What else? One thing about college that a lot of people tell you that I just had to figure out myself: independence. Your parents are not going to be there to wake you up for class. Your parents are not going to be there to cook your dinner, to make your breakfast in the morning. Your parents are not going to be there to fuss at you about your grades. Your parents are not going to be there to tell you to do your homework or what happened in class, like, you know, what you gotta do. No, all you. For me, it wasn't really bad. I think I'm a very organized person already, so it really wasn't a wake-up call to me, because I kind of already was doing that. So yeah, honestly, just be responsible. It's not hard. It's not hard. Just if you party, make sure you turn on 5 alarms to make sure that you're gonna get up. Like I said, for me, COVID year, I didn't have to get up. I didn't have not one, my whole freshman year, I did not have one class in person. For me, it was more so getting up for the Zoom. The Zoom didn't really matter, so for me, it was more so turning in your homework on time. It don't matter what you do. It don't matter what you did the night before, what you gonna do next week, what you gonna do the night of. Do your homework, okay? Just it's easy. 11:59, or if it's not 11:59, turn in your homework. It's not hard. Literally, it's not. I was at parties doing my essay in the middle of a party because I wanted to go to the party, but I would have been at the party at 11, you know? So I'm like, no, I'm gonna get this turned in by any means possible. It don't matter. Y'all could do it. If we don't have independence now, I say just get in the groove of it a little bit. But it's not hard for real, y'all. Like when it's not hard, you know. But if you're very dependent on your parent, that's not really going to be good for you. This is going to be a great experience for you to learn how to be I keep saying independent, but it's true. It's going to be a great experience for you to learn how to be independent and to be on your own, to know when to eat. I mean, I hope you know when to eat, but yeah, to know when to eat, to know when to get up. Yeah, it's your life. Literally, you're going to be by yourself. Like, you make all your decisions. So this is going to be your time to understand when to make the right decision, when to say no, when to say yes, and things like that. So y'all, I'm not really going to like spend forever on one question because, like, you know, I kind of just want to get straight into it. So if you're thinking about coming to college and getting a job, more power to you. But it's going to be a little difficult to try to manage a job, your social life, classes, homework. Now, don't get me wrong. People do it. People do it. But you have to be okay with sacrificing your social time, or sacrificing missing out on things, or missing out on campus events, or going out with your friend. And if you're okay with that, then that's perfectly fine. That's going to work out for you. A lot of people do it. So if anybody's worrying about getting a job while in college, you can do it, but just be a little careful, you know what I mean? Like, know to get a job that works around the schedule that you want and things of that nature. You're just gonna have to sacrifice some free time, sacrifice some parties, honestly, you probably don't even have to sacrifice some parties. It's just the parties are late at night. Just if you get off at 10, bring your clothes, come to the party, change. But college is not all about partying. I'm gonna get to that. But yeah, you can get a job. It's kind of a little difficult, but if you can manage it, I say do it. Another thing that didn't surprise me, but it's gonna happen when you go to school, or when you go on winter break or summer break. A lot of your friends are not gonna come back. Like, well, not a lot, but a lot of people are not gonna come back. You're probably gonna come back to school after winter break and be like, oh, where's this person, where's this person? They probably stayed at home because they dropped out of school or went to a different school. It happens. They come and go. Sometimes people realize college isn't for them. Sometimes they get a better job at home. Sometimes family problems, you know, anything happens. But it happens. It's just like you just realize, like, you look at their story or their Snapchat and you're like, why are they still home? Like, we've been at school for 2 months, or we've been at school, we just came back. Like, it happens. People drop out, people leave, people come, people go, people transfer all the time. Every semester, people are coming in, new people, new faces, new friends. So that happens. How is it going back home for winter/summer break? I can talk about being out of state. Going home in the winter is cool. I honestly didn't know that happened, you know. So like, the first semester I'm at school chilling, you know, enjoying my time or whatever, and then I think November, December came, and I was just like, oh shoot, it's time to go. Like, I was just kind of confused on how that goes, like, you know, what happens. So basically, it's just like, you know, high school, middle school, you have winter break, but your break is a lot longer. So in high school, I think your break would like be a week or 2, but for college, your break is like a whole month. Winter break is like a whole month. So you go home for a whole month. No classes, no nothing. You don't have to bring all your clothes because you're going to come back to the same room. At PV, you're going to come back to the same exact room. So you don't have to bring all your clothes. But summer is definitely different. So once you come back in January, whenever we come back from winter break, we kind of spend the rest of spring semester there. And then for summertime, that's when you pack all your stuff and go. And then you come back. You have to renew your lease for wherever you want to stay. So with housing, there is the University College, which is for freshmen. There's phase 1 and 2, phase 3 and 6, and there is University View, the View 1 and View 2. There's also off-campus housing, so don't knock that. You can look into that, but I'd rather stay on campus. It's a lot easier for me because I can walk to class, I can walk to practice, I can walk to the cafeteria, I can walk to the gym. You know, I like to use my campus as much as possible. So even though I do have a car, I like to walk because sometimes you don't really need the car. For me, it's just like I have it when I need it, of course, but you don't really need it all the time. So yeah, you can look into those housings. The University College is strictly for freshmen, for y'all who don't know. Phase 1 and 2, they're all good. Honestly, people say phase 1 and 2 is the ghetto, but it's housing and it's probably better than what other HBCUs go through. So that's my opinion though. So for summer break, back to that, you do renew your lease, so you can stay anywhere. You can change it or you can stay there, but 9 times out of 10 you will not get the same exact room. If you stay on campus, you will not get the same exact room or the same exact roommates unless you the only time you get the same exact roommates is if y'all pick each other again, but 9 times out of 10 you guys aren't gonna get the same room. So summer break is a little different. Winter break is a little break, come back. Summer break is like totally different when you come back. Meal plans. So PV has multiple different meal plans. I think it has like 4 or whatever. So let me break this down for Prairie View A&M University. We have an ID, okay? Our ID, you know, says our name on it. You know, we all get an ID, middle school, high school. And we have a thing called Panther Bucks. So Panther Bucks is like money, but on your card. But those on your card, those Panther Bucks can only be used at school and other places that Panther Bucks are allowed to be used, which is around the school. We have Chick-fil-A and things, you know, around the school that you can use your Panther Bucks for. You only get a certain amount every semester. So they turn over every semester and every year, but yeah, you only get a certain amount. Once they're gone for that semester, they're kind of gone unless you want to use a friend's. So we have different meal plans. It depends on how many times a day you go into the MSC, which is like the cafeteria. It depends on how many times you go in there and eat. And those are not Panther Bucks. Those are your meal plans, your swipes. So if I chose to do 3 swipes a day, then I can go into the MSC. I can go to the cafeteria every week and swipe breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Anything that is into the cafeteria are swipes, are meal swipes. Those aren't using your Panther Bucks. Panther Bucks is when you do anything that's outside the cafeteria, such as Chick-fil-A, this little Mexican spot we have, and other places that we have around school. Panther Bucks are used, which is kind of great because it helps us not really use money, you know. Laundry. Unless you stay in a place that has washer and dryer in your place, get a good laundry basket. Freshmen, get a good laundry basket. You might want to get one that rolls, not one that you have to pick up. Yeah, I learned that mistake the hard way. When you have to pick it up, it's kind of just harder because it's heavy. You have to go down to the laundromat and, you know, carry it. And sometimes get heavy if you wait a long time to wash your clothes. Don't wait a long time. You know, hey, do you? But get a rolling one. Make it easier. Get all your, you know, all your detergent, things of that nature, whatever you use to wash. And yeah, you don't have one inside, you know. Unless you do, you're lucky. But if you stay in the phases or the UC, you will need to get a good dirty clothes hamper. Whatever is good for you is good for you, but you will need a good one because you have to go back and forth. I would say stay by your stuff when you're washing it, because we kind of have like a little reputation with your clothes being in, you know, a reputation with your clothes being in there. And sometimes people, if you take too long, wash your clothes. If your clothes are done drying, you will know because you will have an app. If your clothes are done drying, grab your clothes and take them. If your clothes are done washing, grab your clothes and putting in the dryer. People will take your clothes out. People will take your clothes out, because it's like, if they're all full and nobody's paying attention when they should come in and get their stuff and things like that. You know, people get frustrated. They're like, okay, I want to wash. You know, people are just, you know, it's kind of just like inconsiderate type of thing. So just like pay attention to your clothes if you don't want other people touching your clothes. You know what I mean? Speaking from coming out of state, how you should shop when it comes to your dorm. Out of state people. In state people, it's a little easier for you guys. So you guys can kind of shop for things that are... You guys gotta shop for things in the state and just kind of bring it down with you. Out of state people, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't, like, I'm from California. If you're from out of state, do not shop and buy all your stuff in your state, because then you're gonna have to you're gonna have to worry and stress about lugging all that stuff to Texas. It's too much to worry about. Honestly, don't do it. You can have an idea of what you want. Or you can do little stuff unless it's gonna fit in your suitcase and things like that. If it works for you, it works for you. But 9 times out of 10, buy everything in Texas. That's what I did. We went, and what I did is we came and we looked at the dorm to see, you know, what it looks like, what to bring, what not to bring, and then we went to Walmart and bought everything that we needed, which was a lot easier because all I have to think about was bringing my clothes and shoes and all of that type of necessities down there, and then I worried about the bed, the shower, you know, things like that out there, which was a lot easier. One thing I will say, if you're coming to PV and you're going to the UC, well, everybody, and you don't need your own refrigerator or microwave. There's a microwave there. You can bring your own refrigerator if you want to, but you don't need it. Next, how to pack. Okay, so like I said, for winter break, you come back to the same room. I made the mistake and I didn't really understand what the instructions say. Like I said, I didn't understand what to do, what not to do. So I packed my whole entire room, which was 3 suitcases, lugged it, brought it back to California with me, lived out of my suitcase, brought all of that and more, because I still had clothes here, back to school. Don't do it. Let me tell you now, don't do it. Don't do it. Your stuff is still going to be there. So now I've learned that all I bring back to school with me, all I bring back home for me for winter break is the things that I need. Like the clothes that I know I'm going to wear. If it's winter, I bring back more winter clothes, shoes, little things of that, and I brought 1 suitcase. You can leave all your stuff there. You can leave your room how it is. You're going to come right back to it. Summer break, you need to bring everything. And just, yeah, because summer break, you're not coming back to that room. So summer break is when you need to lug everything. Not winter. Don't make that mistake like I did and stress yourself out for no reason. Drama. Of course there's drama everywhere. Personally, I haven't really been in school drama, you know? Like, I don't care enough. If it did, it was small. I don't think college drama is like high school drama, but then I can't really speak on that too much because I never was really in drama in general. I never was a drama person. If it was, it lasted for about a week, couple days, got over it. So yeah, drama's not really something that you should worry about in college. Rumors do happen, you know, people are people no matter what, but for me, I wouldn't say drama is something to hugely worry about if that's not, you know, your area. Some people are messy. Drama does follow some people, but it's not huge. This is what I really want to talk about. How are the classes in college different from high school? Yes, let's talk about it because I didn't know what to expect. High school is like you have to wake up every single day, and you had that class every single day, every single time, every single teacher, you know, things like that. College is not like that. Our classes are not every single day. You have a class unless you have like block schedule or something like that. I didn't really have that in high school, so our class, you would pick a class that, for us, it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday class. Sometimes have Monday, Wednesday classes, or Thursday and Friday classes. So certain times, pick whichever one is good for you. At 8 a.m. in college is not the same as waking up at 8 a.m. to go to high school. It is not. I'm gonna tell y'all here. I'm gonna tell y'all now. If you're not a morning person, don't do it. If you don't want at 8 a.m., don't do it. For me, I like to get things out of the way, so I've learned to get only morning classes. 8 a.m. No. Okay. Let me talk about that. I've learned to get classes that are, if they're 10 a.m. and above, I don't take them. I don't do it. I'm not even gonna put that stress on me. I have before, and they're not the same. I'm not doing it. But I like to end my classes. The latest I would take the class is 1:50 p.m. So I like to be done for the day like around 12 p.m. It's a lot easier that way because you get your classes over with. You know all your homework. Now you can go eat, chill, take a nap, go to practice, whatever you do, you do. That's what I like. But y'all, please hear me out. 8 a.m. is not the same in high school like it is in college. Okay? Please. Or 8 a.m. are not the same in college like it is in high school. The difference with classes in college is you don't have to show up every day. Now, I'm not going to be a bad influence. It's great to show up every day. Sometimes you'll have teachers where attendance is not mandatory because they will post most of the stuff online. Sometimes you'll have teachers where attendance is very mandatory because if you don't go to class, you will miss everything because they will not send anything online. So it really depends. Please show up to the first day because that's when you will figure out who your teacher is and who your teacher isn't. If they're strict, if they're nice, if they don't play, that's when they'll talk about it all on the first day of school, at least the first week. What I've learned is not like high school. High school, you kind of ease into the first week. College, you get straight to business. First day, hi, how are you? Next day class, right into lectures. Speaking of that, classes from high school are different. Depends on your teacher. You know, some teachers are fun, but lectures. College classes are lectures, so you kind of just sit there and listen to them talk. Sometimes, depending on the class, depending on the people that are in your class, there are discussions. That's what make class interesting, which are discussions. So like little debates. This is how I feel. This is how I feel. This is how you feel. You know, and things like that. But 9 times out of 10, you kind of just sit there and take notes. Some classes will have you interact. Like I had a Spanish class, we had to interact a lot and talk with our partner a lot. But yeah, you don't have to show up every single day. Do not stress yourself. You know, I am a firm believer of mental days. So people do need mental days. So if you need that day, don't stress it. Most of the time we have a group meet. So if you have somebody that's going to class, they'll tell you what's going on, what you missed, what you didn't miss. Because sometimes you really didn't miss anything. Some teachers, honestly, if you don't show up to class, you really didn't miss anything because everything is online. But I'm not encouraging y'all to not go to class. I'm just saying. In high school, it's like every single day, you gotta go to class. College, a lot more lenient. That's why independence is key, because you have to know when you should go to class and when you can skip class. You can't just skip class 24/7. Like, that's when you have to be smart and think, okay, I can skip this class, but I can still maintain my grade. Because that's what matters the most, as long as you can maintain your grade. Who am I talking a lot, y'all? I'm sorry. Also, in college, they say this a lot, which is true. Talk to your professor. If you cool with them, if you talk in class, 9 times out of 10, if they see y'all cool, if the professor is cool, they will help you. They help you in your grade, they help you on your score. Just talk, or be nice, or hit them up here and there. Like, I had a question on here, or I had a question on this, or what this penalizing me for this. Like, just talk to them. Just show them that you care. Once they see that you care, they'll help you out for real. And to say this, I've never been to, well, I have, but I haven't. never really been to a PWI, so like one thing I can say about HBCUs though is that your professors care. They care about you. They will take the time out to listen to you. They will take the time out to reach out to you and help you and actually be there for you. The staff out there will take time to be there for you and gain a relationship with you even outside of the class. So take advantage of that. That's one thing I would say about HBCU culture that I love so much and will take pride in, is that they care for you. They care about their students. Some teachers don't, but most HBCU professors do. Another thing I will say is build a schedule. A schedule is very important. 9 times out of 10, a teacher will give you your rubric for the whole entire, wait, rubric? Is that what it's called? A rubric? A syllabus. They will give you a syllabus. The syllabus will have exactly what needs to be turned in, what time, what date, exactly what the class is going to go over. They go by the syllabus. Professors in college go by the syllabus. So if you want to know what's turned in, if you want to get ahead of the game, read your rubric, print it out, leave it in whatever notebook you have. It works. Trust me. What I did was I went to the library. One semester, all my homework will be in by Tuesday. I knew everything that I had to do because I would have all my classes by, I'll have both of my classes by Monday, Tuesday. I'll go to, the classes. So all my homework would be in. So I would go to the library every Tuesday and I would do every single homework that was due. I would sit in there and not move until all my homework was done. That helped me because whether you had sports, classes, anything going on throughout the week, if you just want to chill, have fun, you had the freedom to do so because you finished all your homework. So all that stress was off of you because everything was due, everything was turned in. That's what I did. It works for me. So if you build a schedule, a planner, whatever works for you, just stay on top of it and I promise y'all you won't have stress. Homework in college is not the same like homework in high school. To me, it's easy. It's easy. The only thing is doing it, so like homework in college is very easy. It's not hard. Honestly, just turn it in and do it on time. If you're gonna do homework all the time at the last minute, that's when it makes it hard because it stresses you out. Some teachers will give you more homework, but it's not harder than high school. If anything, I think it's easier in high school because I think college is a little bit more lenient. A lot of high school teachers say that high school teachers sometimes are not always right. It's not going to be the same in college. These college teachers, professors, are not going to let it slide. They let it slide. 9 times out of 10, talk to your professor. Sometimes they let you turn it in late. It'll be like points off, but high school teachers kind of try to scare you. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's not hard. It's just the matter of doing your work, turning it on time. If you do that, you're good. I promise you. Keep track of your classes. Keep track of your classes. I could talk about prayer review. The advisors, sometimes it'll be a miss. Sometimes some people will get advisors that don't really care about you, that don't answer your email, that aren't up to date with your classes. Take care of them yourself. Look at DegreeWorks. Look at wherever online you have to look at for PV. Luckily, I was very blessed with a great advisor who I can go and talk to anytime. I can call her. I can go to her office at any time. Sometimes you will get those great staff members and advisors that are there for you and actually want to help you. Sometimes you'll get advisors who don't care and don't answer your call or email. Stay on their butt. This is their job. Do not feel bad. This is your education that they're playing with. Stay on top of your work. If you don't have an advisor that will do that for you, stay on top of your work. If you need certain things from your advisor, stay on their butt. Stay on their butt. This is what they get paid to do. They're going to help you with your education. Keep track of them because some people will not care. Make sure you care. College with not doing a sport. I didn't do cheer my freshman year, so I will talk about that. It was very lenient, very cool, my freshman year was the best year of my life. I was up, I was lit, I had the greatest friends, the greatest friend group. I was out parties every single weekend. So I will say for incoming freshmen, live up your freshman year because no year was like my freshman year. Freshman year was your time to just get out and just have fun and network and meet friends and meet people. Freshman year is definitely that year for that. Do not hold back. Have fun. Be safe, but have fun. Freshman year is definitely for that. I didn't want to be like, I didn't want to like be a junior and a senior and be like, oh, I regret this, I should have did this, I should have did this. There was nothing that I should have did because I did it my freshman year. Lived my life. Live your life, y'all. Incoming freshmen, come in and live your life. Have fun, okay? Because 9 times out of 10 when you're a sophomore and you're a junior and senior, you're not gonna go to every single party every weekend. But freshman year, you're gonna have the momentum and the, you know, to do so. So do. So yeah, with that being said, not doing a sport in college, my freshman year was very lenient. I didn't worry about practice. I didn't have to worry about nothing but turning in homework, literally. To talk about doing a sport in college, or doing a sport at PV while maintaining social life and things of that nature, it's not hard. It's not hard. Honestly, just make sure, like I said, just make sure you're at practice on time. You do what you're supposed to do at practice. You turn in your homework on time. You will travel, so bring your computer with you when you travel for sport and just stay on top of your homework. Sometimes things would be due while you have a game going on, so just make sure you turn that in before, of course. Sometimes make sure you can make sure you do your homework prior. You could make sure you do your homework on the bus, or hey, if it comes down to it, you got to do it right before your game, right before it starts. Then you got to do what you got to do. Or sometimes it's due right after your game, then you got to hurry up and get on your phone or your laptop. It's not hard. I don't know. It's I keep saying it's not hard, but I'm trying to give y'all advice, so this is what I'm here for. Doing a sport, just make sure you go to practice on time, turn in your homework on time, and it's not hard. It's not hard, y'all. You can do it. How was nightlife? Nightlife is lit. Since our school is in the middle of nowhere, y'all, so we do have little things. We have restaurants. Our school's in the country as well, so we have restaurants around, little hole in the wall things like that that people go to. Wednesdays are hump day, but sometimes Wednesdays are hump nights at different locations. And we do have themes, so it'll be like 2000 themes, you know, things of that nature, where you can just dress up and have fun and be cute with your friends. They have that. Then all life at PV is pretty fun. You know, your friends have kickbacks, game nights, parties, and things like that. So yeah, I think I'm talking a lot, so I'm just gonna go a little faster. How's meeting friends or being on campus? As a freshman, don't be scared. Talk to people. I'm social, so I can speak on a social. You know, I can speak from a social platform. Even though it was kind of hard for me because I was introverted when I first went to college. Fun fact, I didn't want to go to college. My parents forced me. Well, let me not say that. Yes, I didn't want to go to college. I wanted to go to cosmetology school, but thank you if you're watching this. Parents forced me because I love Prairie View so much. I wouldn't have went it any other way. If I stayed home, I kind of would have been mad at myself. So yeah, but because I didn't want to go there, I was being quiet and I was scared to make friends. Making friends in college is gonna happen. Okay, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Don't be scared. If it's your first week and you didn't make friends, that's why I want freshmen. I encourage y'all to stay in the UC because you have building sisters and you're gonna be around them all the time. So it's gonna be very easy to make friends. It's gonna be something. Honestly, making friends in college will be so weird. Okay, you'll see a girl holding the door open for you. Oh, thank you, girl. Hey. Then you realize she's on your dorm. She's on the second floor just like you. You'll see her outside. You'll be like, hey girl, y'all talk again. Next thing you know, y'all besties. And then next thing you know, you're meeting her friend. And the next thing you know, what are y'all? Y'all outside walking, you see one girl, you'd be like, oh girl, your shorts is real cute. And she'd be like, thank you. Oh, didn't I see you yesterday? Next thing you know, y'all besties are going to parties together every single day. Like, making college and friends, making friends in college is actually very easy. And it just happens. It happens. It's inevitable. It happens. You know, so don't be scared thinking like, I'm not gonna make friends, I'm not gonna do this. You are. One thing I say, that if you guys didn't watch my last video, be yourself. Don't try to fit in. You're gonna find your people. One thing, you're gonna find your people. If you're introverted, you're gonna find people who are introverted. You're gonna find people with the same hobbies as you, who like the things that you like, who don't like the things that you like. If this group of people is not for you, you're gonna find your group of people. Trust me. You're going to find them. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited for everybody. Like PV27, whatever time you're watching this, I'm excited for y'all. Like, I love my HBCU, y'all. Trials and tribulations and all. Prairie View has my heart. Has my heart. So yeah, meeting friends on campus is not hard at all. Yeah, I think that's all I can say about meeting friends. Let's talk about HBCU culture. No, let's talk about PV culture, because that's what we can talk about. One thing I say that you guys can look forward to is being that it is HBCU, so it's predominantly black. Coming from someone who did not come from predominantly black college, come from someone who didn't come from predominantly black high school, middle school, elementary, just stuff like that. It was different, but a good different. I loved it because it's like you're around people that understand you, that probably grew up the same as you. A lot of people probably didn't grow up the same as you, but black people know other black people. You know what I mean? So there are other races there. There are some Hispanics, some Africans, and other races there, but it's mostly black, of course, HBCU. And it's cool. I love it so much. I love being around black people. Yeah, it's just good. Just, you know, yeah. If you have a business, this is random, but if you have a business, HBCU is a place to go. People gonna be selling lashes out of the dorm, hair out of their dorm. So many people are gonna be able to do your hair, whether it's braids, whether it's a wig, whether it's a braid down, cornrows, anything you need. HBCU is entrepreneur city. Okay, that's the place to go to be an entrepreneur. HBCU culture, what we have at Prairie View is what I didn't know, which a lot of people don't know, is we have Mr. PV. So we have, for incoming freshmen, there Mr. Freshman, Miss Freshman, Mr. Sophomore, Miss Sophomore, Miss Junior, Mr. Junior. I don't know about senior, but then we have Miss PV, Mr. PV. You get a lot of benefits from that. So basically you are crowned. Yes, you're crowned. So you're crowned, whichever title that you get a lot of benefits from it. I don't know exact benefits, but I don't know if you get money or things like that, but you go to every game. I can't really speak on that. You have to look that up yourself, but it's something that I think you guys should all look into at least. I think it's pretty cool. If I'll go back, I would be I would be Miss Freshman, but it's okay. Everything happens for a reason. I love my Miss Freshman at the moment, Alicia. Love you, girl. Yeah, so that's something to into. Freshmen, if you are coming in, we can look into being Miss Freshman, Miss Freshman. You vote for your person, so I would just say get out there. If you want to do that, get out there. Talk to people. Have people know your name. Ooh, yeah. Have people know your name. Just let them get to know you, know your personality, so that when it comes around, they can vote for you. Another thing about PV and our culture is that we have something called the Panther Walk, which our games are every Saturday. So every Saturday, the football players come and circle around the Panther. The cheerleaders come. Sometimes the band comes, and we just play music and dance a little bit. We pray around the Panther, and then we walk to the stadium with the football players. A lot of students come also. We walk to the stadium with the football players and just kind of wish them good luck. It's a little tradition that we do, something small and sweet, but when you guys come, I really encourage you guys to come out, just to get out there, use the campus. Why not? Meeting your roommate for the first time and picking the right roommate. Picking the right roommate is very important. Look into them, okay? When it comes to picking the right roommate, read their description. Read how they are the nighttime, how they are in the morning, what time they go to sleep, what time they wake up, where they're from. Everything matters, because you don't want to be stuck with a bad roommate, freshman or not, or a transfer student, or somebody in general. You don't want to be stuck with a bad roommate for the rest of the year. No, look into them. If you're clean, make sure that they're clean. If they're not, it's not gonna be good. Definitely pick the right roommate. Look into everything. If you're having a bad feeling about that roommate, don't pick them. Just don't risk it. Another thing I would say is get into clubs. So some clubs that we have, which CAB, Campus Activity Board, Campus Activity and Board, Campus Activity Board, one of them. They kind of put on the activities on campus, so I don't know if freshmen could get into that. I'm not sure, but if they can, I would definitely look into that if you want to bring ideas to the campus and PV to have better activities on campus, or if you have different ideas, get into that. And they have SGA, which is Student Government Association. If you want to be a part of that. They have mail, they have PALs, they have a lot of different clubs on campus, and if you're looking to start your own club, you can also do so. It could be any club that you want, literally anything. You can start it. You can start any club that you want to start. So yeah, just letting y'all know that. I think I already kind of touched on the classes and how teachers teach. They lecture, so it's not the same in high school. Oh, high school, they try to say the bell doesn't dismiss you. We do. In college, if we get out at 10:30 and the lesson is going over 10:30, 10:29, you can get up and go. They cannot force you to stay there. Another thing about classes in college that's very different is you don't have to ask the professor for nothing. If you want to go to the bathroom, you can get up and go. You can leave whenever you want, and that's still something that I have to kind of remember when I'm in class and I don't want to be there and I'm bored and we're not doing nothing, we're not learning anything. I forget that I could literally get up and leave, and the teacher cannot say anything to you. You will not get in trouble or any of that. Literally, the freedom is all on you, y'all. Like, you can do anything you want to do. Just please be responsible, safe, keep your grades up, and have fun. Have fun. Okay? Okay. So let's talk about how to balance school and your social life. It's easy, honestly. Okay, the thing about college to me is, the saying I would say is how they use for guys: if he wanted to, he would. If you wanted to, you will. If you want to, you will. If you want to go to the kickback, you're going to go to the kickback. If you want to turn your homework in on time, you're going to turn your homework in on time. You can be in the party, in the kickback, doing your essay, turning in a discussion board, as long as it's turned in on time. Sometimes you might have to miss out if you have a 3-page essay that's due the next day and you have a party to go to, but you can't focus. You will have to miss out on that party sometimes, just sometimes. And honestly, missing out is nothing. There is going to be a party the next weekend. Don't let your friends tell you, this is the only one, this is the best one, it's going to be that fun. The next week one is going to be that fun too. The next week one is going to be just as fun. So yeah, hang out with your friends. Sometimes your social life, you want to go 3 a.m. You're bored. You want to go somewhere. You want to walk around campus. You want to go to Buc-ee's down the street. You want to go to the gas station. It's not hard to balance your social life with your school life. Just make it work. I'm sorry, y'all. I know I'm being really blunt, but it's not hard. College is really not as hard as people or high school people or your parents or things of that nature try to make it seem. It's really not. Just have fun and do what you're supposed to do. Super easy, in my opinion. College is not for everybody, so this is my opinion. If y'all want, you know, you're here for that, so I'm giving y'all mine. Homecoming. The best thing at HBCU has homecoming. Not the best thing, but that's something that HBCUs are very known for. Homecoming. What to expect? Parties every single day. There's Spring Fest and there's homecoming. Homecoming is in October, November, whenever it is, first semester. Spring Fest, second semester. Spring Fest and homecoming, there will be parties Sunday through Sunday, Sunday through Saturday. Go to whichever ones you want to go to, but you will still have class. You will still have class the same day. You will still have homework. Know what parties to go to, what parties not to go to, who to go with, who not to go with, when to stay out late and not have to go to the next class the next day, when to be responsible and turn on your alarm while you're at the party so that you will not wake up the next day. I've made a mistake one time where I was having too much fun. I was out super late. I was like, let me turn on my alarm right now for the next morning. Well, I turned on for PM. I need to turn on 9 a.m. I turned on 9 p.m. I woke up at 9:30. I said, oh, it's too late. It's too late. But you live and you learn. College is, like I said, you're by yourself, independence. You live and you learn. You will definitely learn independence. If you don't have it, you will learn it. You live from your mistakes and things that you will never do again. One time I missed the test because my alarm was on at a different time, and I promise you I will never do it again. I double, triple check all my alarms now. Another thing to expect for during homecoming, on-campus events. You will have on-campus events that people throw every single day. One time we had animals on campus. I have a picture of me holding a pig. Like, it's just, homecoming is like the season that everybody looks forward to getting their hair done. Another thing for homecoming, the alumni come back. Greek is everywhere. People are strolling. The alumni come back. Tailgating. Oh my gosh, people start tailgating. The game is on Saturday. People will start tailgating on Monday. Okay, if your family wants to come and reserve a spot, tell them come down. Tailgating is all day. Homecoming day is on Saturday. The best day ever. When I tell y'all, I can't even explain homecoming for PV. Is just so fun. The day of is just so fun. There's there's a parade in the morning. I know the cheerleaders are in it. We used to wake up in the morning, homecoming day, for the parade, then go to the game and things of that nature. Go eat. For tailgating, people are always giving out food, just handing it out, free food. There's the game, then after the game there's tailgating some more. After tailgating, then there's the party after party. You go out to eat to Waffle House with your friends. Like, it's a never-ending day. For homecoming, you will get sleepy. You will get sleepy, okay? For me, once homecoming comes, I already know I'm not gonna sleep till Sunday. And you only get one homecoming out the year. Okay. To end off this vlog, 3 top advice I will give to anyone coming to PV. The first one would be, like I said, bring party shoes. Bring party shoes. Bring your nice shoes, of course, but please don't get them nice Jordan 1s, 11s, Balenciagas, whatever you got, dirty. People don't really care about them shoes. You can wear a nice fit, put on some Converse, put on some boots, put on whatever. Bring your party shoes, okay? The second one, get involved as much as possible, as early as possible. Network. So get to know people. PV is definitely about what you know, of course, but it's extremely about who you know. Life is about who you know. Not what you, okay, well, let me not, anyways, back to it. Yeah, before I start some rambling, network as much as possible, get into things as much as possible. Freshmen, get into clubs, get into anything. Network, start knowing the people around you. People are gonna be in big areas. People are gonna probably be in clubs and you didn't even know you knew the president. The next thing you know, the president's helping you out just a little bit, just to squeeze you in a little bit. Network for sure. And the last one, actually I'm gonna do 2 more. I'm gonna squeeze one in there. So one of the last ones is PV is in the middle of nowhere. We're in the country. The closest Chipotle is in Whataburger. It's like 15 minutes away. So I advise you bring your car. Now, I was a freshman without a car. I had friends with the car. So if you do not have a car, as long as you have friends with the car, you are perfectly fine. Just have some type of car. Some type of car, I promise you. We're in the middle of nowhere. You're gonna want to drive somewhere. It's not somewhere we can always walk to. The closest thing you can walk to that's not on campus is Milo's. Milo's is a liquor store. If you want to get you some chips, or Subway, which is right next to it. Besides that, you can't walk. You can't. It's not like a walking area. You have to drive. Like, PV is a school where you need a car. You need friends with a car. So definitely that. And the last advice, have fun. Have fun. Anybody coming or transferring to PV, I hope you enjoy Prairie View like I'm enjoying Prairie View. I hope I can see y'all there. If you have any other questions, and I mean any question at all, drop down in the comment section and I will answer every single question that you have. If I can help another fellow panther, would love to. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoy. Peace.